Yes, it's also going to be recorded. You're also going to record this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So here's the experimentation. If you use SMI gaze, here you have two software plus the eye tracker. So I didn't use actually the Toby. I think it's more or less the same. So this one is just is a sort of example how it works on SMI cases. I think Toby is more powerful, it's more supported, and I think it's about the same that I heard from the person who's responsible for this. So to run the SMI case, you need to have this dongle. Yeah, so it's like the license, and then you insert it here. The eye tracker needs to be attached like this. So you attach it here. So it's magnetic, attached like here. It has to be. Well, Then you have this in this part. You have eyes, so it's already seeing your eyes. For example, here you can do calibration. So that's the calibration. So you ask the participant to look at the dots, and then you continue looking at the dot.
Okay.
And that's what I meant with calibration.
Okay.
So it's more or less fine. So it's not here.
Yeah.
For example, for instance, if you wanted to know about the glasses, you can try it yourself.
Okay.
So for instance, you have the participant also with glasses. First thing, you need to make sure that the participant stays within this range.
Okay.
If you move it closer, try moving. You see, like it's not going to record properly.
Okay.
So a certain position, and ask the participant to keep this position.
Okay.
You click on calibrate, and then without clicking, you start looking at it. You see?
Oh. So now there's like the blue and the green.
Yeah, one is red, one is right, and the other is left.
Okay.
And in here, okay, so in here you have also accuracy. I think you can also report this accuracy to your thesis.
Oh, okay.
Not necessarily for
yeah,
in general. And then
That's on each.
yeah. So but like more or less the overall idea is that it's like this.
Okay.
It's not like in here, because sometimes you have this eye here and then here, or like these gazes are like here.
Yeah.
And the other are fine. It depends on the monitor shape.
Okay.
I mean, like I'm showing the.
Tell me about students with glasses, so it's best to take it off.
Oh my God. I mean, yeah, that's true. But can they still?
But in this case, yeah, I mean, like you have this nice.
Yeah.
That's the relation of wearing the glasses.
Okay.
That's fine. Important thing with the experimentation is like to make sure the monitor is adjusted, and that the participant doesn't start doing like this, because then you have this angle. You need to like focus on this during the experimentation. So like you sit next to this participant, and you explicitly like sometimes even like going into the other screen, and then you sit at the other screen. You look at this space actively, you know, like so because sometimes it's like this and then off. So your data is not having the participant like doing like this or like this,
which is a bit influential. Okay,
but that's that's a standard practice. So you ask the so just like this. But the participant
sit there and say no.
Yeah. And the participants, they actually do this often, so they start doing like this, and you should see this here.
And then I have a question also. So for the experiment, it has to be students who have basic knowledge of BPMN or UNL or right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And for that, you can test. So you have some surveys, like self-reported surveys, or knowledge about, can you answer this model question?
Can I, because I already have like the students in my class, in my group, they already volunteered to
I think,
do the experiments. So is that?
You are doing. It's a different experiment than from the BPMN.
Yeah.
But we can even reuse.
Well,
same
we
scheme.
know system development, data management, which we essentially call
Yes.
GRD.
No,
Yes.
that's fine. But report that you had some like interpersonal knowledge that this is
Okay.
the correlation. You know, so it's okay to use them. So you can know them, but you should report that okay, it's sample that you have acquired through your knowledge.
And would it be better to just use students or also use people who are already working 2 or 3 years that I know that have
Oh,
started
that could also be great. That you say I take 3 or 4 students and I take 3 or 4 professionals.
But
Yeah.
in one case, yes. But you need to think about, okay, so if you use the same sample and then the experiences they vary, okay, so like maybe the results they're influenced by the different samples, you know. So one student knows, like another knows much less. It's a troublesome. You need to think again, like if you have professionals, not professionals, then maybe you should separate them. So you should-
Yeah, it's because if everyone in information management will see it in a second semester. So I think for the knowledge, I should use people who have already had the class.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is that BPMN is not given to all students. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, not yet because
It's an optional, and it's an optional course. It's
yeah,
a choice. So normally, last year we had 40 students in there, 50.
it should because I will.
But I can, by the way, I can push it in class. I can, and maybe we could say, but okay, I once give them movie tickets, but I think students nowadays don't care. But you should
Yeah,
rely on their goodwill to participate. We cannot give them bonus points. We
No.
cannot say 3, give 1, and the rest. Sorry. Yeah.
You know, it's just because I wanted to perform the experiments properly
Yeah.
before the 16th of February, and our course has started like for 1 week, so I don't know if their knowledge is good enough to.
Yeah. You are very right now. Now I understand. You
Yes.
have to do it early.
Yeah.
What you could do is use my other students that you don't know. They are from the business engineering program. They have had BPMN right now. Well, last week. And if you want to, I would suggest you come to my class.
Yeah, no, it was.
It's on Wednesday, for instance. Because I think it's better. I can tell them it's better that you, as a student, do that. They feel maybe more related to their fellow student.
Yeah.
They are third-year student, yes, and they have had quite some BPMN.
Okay. Okay, perfect. That will do.
Yeah. Give them a bottle of wine or something. I mean,
Yeah, I will do that.
six pack. I mean, it's a good gesture.
Yeah, I will do that.
Yeah. I mean, we can talk about cost, but they.
Oh, that's kind of weird.
I would say give them a cigar, but because maybe. Yeah. But I don't know if you want to show something.
Yeah, I mean, like the I think so. Manon, you can try. So it's first-hand experience. So it's easier. So first you.
Would you come back later to show or
It's
like
important.
Oh, okay.
I have to leave you on the class. See you.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so you make sure this one is turned on. So then you instruct the participant to move closer and you control for this. And then you see, you know, like, so it's in the center. So try to move it to, so it's in the center.
Yeah.
And then you instruct, you sit at this distance. You are not moving too much. You don't instruct this one. You instruct the participant. You show the explanation of the experiment, for example. And normally you should also give training to the model. So in here, so this is the experimentation. So you have open experiment. You can design this experiment, but I'm going to show you pre-prepared one. So you show, okay, you start recording. So participant code. And then you, yes. I send the recordings. Check it out. So you see here, and then you press on this one, for example. Then you look at this. Next. And more or less, you also instruct the participants to do the same, to have this training, and then there is the calibration. You look at the dots. Next. And then you make sure that the accuracy is right. And so, like, essentially, the participant was in this, and so if it's not, then you can recalibrate.
Okay.
So then you continue, and then you explain the training. In this case, you're shown like this static model. Then you're shown animated model, and you can click backwards and forwards to make sure that it's fine. And then, because it's training, you're not so much concerned about validation. It's more training, but it's important so you can like explain what is the experimentation, because it can be overloading because it's an experimental setting. It's hard to understand, etc. So, and then train, and then you use these buttons, and then you try to solve this model. I don't know, whatever answer, so it's true, false. Do you know? Not at all.
No.
So you say, for example, it's like whatever answer, then you click next, next. Then you have this video, for example, is token animated. More, you can click backwards. And backwards, okay. By the way, I just like remember some of the technical things. I just remember now that why like there's like multiple participants, because like this is the static model which is shown after the animations. So that's why, you know, like the participant looks at this. All the other things, they are like just snippets of this participant looking there. And so that's one of the data analysis. You have this translated onto why there's several tries, for instance. But okay, you look at this, for example, this is the training, you can click several times, and then the data is recorded. And then in here, you should be having this, well, yeah, it's different. You open the experimentation, and then within the experimentation, you should be having this participant. So okay, I don't know, like maybe it needs to be restarted, but whatever. So you have this testing, and then within the testing, you have these different analyses that we're just describing. You have this continuous thing, so you have this recording. You can have different aspects, so you can focus on different timeline. You can run the heat map, so then it's also movable. And then essentially all the other tools I was just explaining, it's in here. So you can click on it, you have heat map, key performance indicators, that's AOI that you need to select, but in here it's only in my space. Grid heat map, etc. etc. So in this analysis, you do this. For Toby, I don't know how it works, but yeah, more or less that's the experimentation. Obviously, you need to train maybe with this a little bit, but with you specifically, we will show you how to work this, and with the research design, we will facilitate. Yeah. So if you have any questions?
Not really. Yeah. So you're gonna have a discussion about when we will use the PKs in the afternoon.
Yeah. Today we'll discuss on H4. It's going to be for Toby tracker, but I think it's more or less the same.
Okay. Not really. Yeah, that I do my literature review.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, because I already researched an article that you could have done, but I wasn't sure whether I should already upload them in Zotero already before I really looked at them. I mean, I analyzed them a bit, but I don't know whether I will use the articles.
Second.
That's right.